That drove me to the loneliest of bitter days. Maybe what drew me to the conclusion that I made was the illusion that I'd have my say. Well, I could have lied and saved myself from this abuse, but I told you what I told you, what I knew. I could have been wiser than to fall in such a bruise, but maybe the rituals that burn another fool. As long as I've been around, I still haven't found a way to take back what I said. Something will bind us to something's gonna drive that old wedge.
All right. We're live. We're live. I've been playing a little off stream and decided that I wanted to do a like a decompress stream. I'm gonna do a nice little decompress stream after the LAN. One thing I wanted to do was kind of like go back over the VOD and kind of like react streamer my my races, but unfortunately Twitch is a dickhead, and the setting to autosave VODs is a manual setting, apparently. And the organizers will have it next time. Can't blame them, though, because I didn't even know it was a setting. I guess I've had that setting set for 5 years and just never even thought about it. But yeah. So, we're just having fun driving the track of the day. I am down to a 42, so pretty happy with that. But yeah, so we're just hanging out and chilling. I need to move the microphone. It's a little weird spot, but we'll do it after this run. Might do some other stuff after later. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm gonna just stay on the track or not. There we go. All right, that's a little better. That's a little better. Although, does this not? Hold on, I'm just doing this for myself. Okay, there we go. There we go. It was bothering me. It is bothering me. There. There we go. Yeah, this track today is actually pretty chill. I'm glad I don't fully understand gears, because this track would be driving me nuts. It would be driving me nuts. Just need to put a time up. Been sitting in this lobby or the server for a minute while I was getting the stream ready and all that. And first, my stream deck wasn't showing up, so I had to figure that out. And then my camera is just showing a black screen. And I'm sitting there troubleshooting it. And then, oh, turns out it's very helpful to remove the lens cap. Cameras work a lot better when you don't have the lens cap on. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I should probably post in a couple places that I am live. Do that really quick. Where is over here? Do they have a thing? No. There we go. But yeah. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to try the... So, one of the guys in the in-game chat was kind of giving tips on a particular line that I know that I can hit. Right there. Because that sets you up better. What even is this map? It's gear hell. That's what this map is. How you doing, Scatter? Fortunately, I'm too dumb for gears, so it doesn't bother me. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What am I doing? See, people are looking now. Now I can't drive. Schrodinger's player. I can only do good when no one's looking. You were streaming earlier today, weren't you? I thought I saw a notification, but I couldn't remember, and I was busy. No, you can stay. Yeah, I wanted to pop in, and I was running every errand possible, and I was like, damn it. Shit. Speaking of damn it. I don't understand this reactor transition right there. I just don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Bloodborne, you not play Trackmania ever again? I'm stuck on this game. I'm stuck until like Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, I might do at least one non-Trackmania stream this week. Although I don't think I'm gonna have a Wednesday stream, or if I do, it'll be late. Because I think I'm going to the range with some of my buddies. Or at least I'm going on my own. Maybe some of my buddies will come along. I don't know. But... oh, what the fuck was that? That was really good and I got scared. That was actually a solid line and I scared myself. And then now I'm releasing because I just really bad line through there. Still recovering. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially like after drives like that, I'm wiped. Yeah, no, I finally got my competition gun fully assembled into its final form, asterisk. It will never be final. But I need to take it to the range so I can re-zero it. And then one of my buddies wanted to shoot it. and he bring along some of his that I wanted to shoot. So damn it. Okay, there's no way to avoid that bump. That's not good line right there. I forgot to air brake. What is that? What is that? How's that a PB? That was terrible. That was not a good run. I mean, it's a, what, that was like a 0.0 or 9 thousandths or whatever, but how? I just like did good in the end somehow magically. Like, where'd that time go? I mean, this is a map where, like, author time is theoretically possible for me. I mean, I'm not going to be able to string it together. But it's within my ability level to get AT on this map. Oh, I didn't go far enough to the left. Yeah, like, if I was like off today and spent the whole day on it, I'd definitely get AT on this map. The one thing though is like, I'm like, what do I do on stream now? The whole last month has been like, okay, cool. I don't have to think about something interesting to do because I have the land maps, and you know that's content. As much as, you know, I'm doing content stuff, I'm not really doing edited videos or anything. But yeah, something to do. And then now it's like, well, I guess once the maps for Vanguard series come out, then I'll know what to do again. Yeah. Virtual, without the land, I have nothing, right? I mean, once Vanguard, then the maps for that come out, then at least we have something there. But yeah, it's funny. It's just like, what am I gonna do? And then, fortunately, like today's track of the day is like kind of chill, so it's a good like decompress. Like, one of the things I kind of wanted to do, but, you know, Twitch is dumb and bad and didn't work, was kind of like React stream, like going over my matches, but apparently a thing that should be a default setting is not. Oh, you're lucky you're going to the Ohio. Yeah. I'm not like setting in stone, but I think I want to try to go to GDEX next year. We'll see. We'll see. Because I definitely wouldn't be able to this year anyway, just because I already have one out of town competitive event at the end of August. So that's kind of my travel competition stuff. But that's like actually like not video games. It's like there's also XP Evo, but that's in like Germany, right? Are you going to that? Ah, yeah. I have only been to Germany because the army told me to go there. I'm really bad at traveling out of the country because I hate planning travel. Everyone goes that, yeah. I don't think I'll ever be good enough for that trip to be kind of like a productive trip for me. Oh, I hate that transition. It sucks so bad. 200 players last year? Jesus. Yeah, just meet all the European players. Yeah, that would be sick. Because, yeah, it's funny. Like, there's, like, all these names that you'll see in, like, I'll just be in the track of the day one, and, like, there's already a bunch of names where it's just like, oh, hey, dude, what's up? What's up, internet guy who I only ever know or talk to through text chat? And it's like the old IRC days. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have the what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I would love to go to Evo or XP Evo, but yeah, I don't think I could ever get that in the cards unless I was just happened to be in Germany. But GDEX is entirely possible. It'll depend on when sectionals are next year for USPSA, because I can only rent so many hotels. Fortunately, Havana, Illinois is very cheap hotels compared to real cities. Because the Illinois USPSA sectionals are in Havana, Illinois. So I could get a hotel for $60. And I'm shooting on both days, so I need the hotel. Because I'm not driving up there or leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning and then trying to shoot a whole 12-stage match. Wait, did Weefy get his... Okay, cool. I thought Weefy got his 39, but it was somebody else who got the time they were looking for. That's what I get for looking at chat. There's a weird little drop down right there. I never really noticed. Huh. Huh. Ooh, that line was bad. That line was bad. I'm getting to the point, too, where I don't have to really release on this map a whole lot, unless it's like an oh fuck moment. And that makes me happy. Every time you do a big competition, you get motivated to improve for a while. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's me for the rest of this month off stream, is prepping for sectionals, because I don't think anybody who just wants to watch me draw a pistol out of my holster for an hour straight, that's not fun to watch. And I don't think Twitch TOS would enjoy that either. That sounds like cinema. You just beep, draw, beep, draw, beep, draw. So I do video my matches though, so I'm excited for that. That'll be fun because that'll be actually 2 whole videos because it's 2 days. Because I don't like to do really more than like 7 stages in a video anyway, so. That's a lot more exciting because it's, you know, actually shooting as opposed to standing and dry firing. Oh shit. Okay. I stopped paying attention once I bumped. Oh, I had to release on that. Like it would, like that kind of stuff would be like a good like linear video, like, you know, not a live video, but you know, like a pre-produced kind of YouTube content, kind of walking through my training and stuff like that. That could be a fun video, but that wouldn't be on my video game channel. I like to separate the two because guns are a very divisive issue, and I understand that. So I try not to mix my 2 hobbies, unless it's a shooter game, in which case then, you know, that's different. Do I do fully edited videos? Not really a whole lot. So my VODs are pretty much just raw. But let me grab this here really fast. So my video game channel is here. And then, but that's just my VODs really right now. There's some like old attempts at edited stuff in there. From like way last time. And then my shooting channel's there. And that's where there's actually like edited videos because you have to. There's no way I'm live streaming a match. I don't have the battery for it, and usually there's no signal. I'm not good at video editing though. So like, and I don't like it. I don't like video editing because I'm bad at it, and I'm bad at it because I don't like it. It's one of those things that like, it takes a lot longer than I want it to. Yeah, there's some old like clip compilations and stuff from like my first go at streaming before I took a like 3-year break. I actually like this map. It's chill. It is very chill for a track of the day map. Especially coming off the land maps. Those are very much not chill maps. I just don't understand that slowdown transition thing. Like, there's got to be a way to maintain a little bit more speed, right? I want at least one more PB on this map tonight. Just one. Like, I'm not gonna get AT. Like I said, if I grinded. Play difficult maps is a great way to improve. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I normally want that challenge, but today, especially, today I'm very happy with a chill, not super hard map. After a day or two, then I want to start searching out hard maps again. Yeah, just like those land maps taught me a whole bunch, like, about the game. Just because there's like, oh man, I need to know this. I need to be able to do this. It's not just go fast. And then also just playing with you all, like, I learned a shit ton too, because you all are really good at the game and are founts of knowledge. Catching up on notifications. Ah, there. While I'm sitting here talking about how I enjoy this map and it's chill, Tilt is in the chat, or in the game chat, saying, I hate this map, I hate this map, I hate this map, I hate this map. Yeah, look forward to GDEX, but you can't. Yeah, the next Serotonin. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that they announced another one. Like, I kind of figured there was gonna be another. It wasn't gonna be a one and done event, but like, I'm really glad it's happening again. But yeah, where is it? Like, just, I hate this map. I hate this map. Yeah, like, it was actually really cool getting to meet everybody, and then, you know, getting to play alongside of all y'all, which, like, the only time that's ever going to happen for me in a competitive environment, for in the short term at least, is an event like that, because I ain't going to ever see you guys in Kappa, at least, like I said, in the short term. Although, Salami and I were in the same qualification lobby for Cup of the Night tonight. But yeah, I am so hyped for the next Serotonin lane, because like as long as like nothing like is like hard life events are happening on the days when it is, it's like an easy guaranteed I can go, because literally not a single person there had a shorter drive than me. So it's a no-brainer event for me. But I'm also gonna have to think of what the next last place award is gonna be. So I don't know if I want to keep the same thing every year. You know, change it up for every event. I mean, I have like all the way till February to figure it out, but oh. I'll have to start crowdsourcing ideas in the Serotonin Discord once it starts to get a little bit closer. I hate reactor grass. I hate reactor grass. I hate reactor grass. I get heavy weight on my shoulder. Yeah, I know. And it's gotta be at least as funny or funnier, but also has to be scuffed. First place didn't even get a trophy. I mean, first place gets $500 though, so eventually. Yeah, like going into it, I knew it was going to be you and Cackney in the final. I just like knew it, but I was 50-50 on which you guys was going to win. So that final was so just exciting. It was insanely exciting for all of us watching. And then the final was hype. Yeah, I know. And then it was just neat just because I never realized how good of a game this is as a spectator game. Because a lot of esports are not really good spectator experience. And this one, as long as the maps are decent, so sad the VOD is. I know. Next year, I'm gonna set up a screen record at home or something like that, just as a backup. But fortunately, we know what the problem was, so that can get fixed. But you're just gonna have to have it even better final in the next one. But yeah, as a spectator game, this is actually pretty viewer friendly, as long as the maps are, good. If the maps are too cluttered and complicated, then it's not so great. But it's most other esport games are just kind of a mess of just shit happening on screen. This one's pretty much straightforward. It's car in front win. Anybody can understand that. They don't have to worry about ultimates or, utility economy or whatever the hell is going on in League of Legends, because that game's evil and I don't touch it. Oh, damn it. What was that? What's the cope timer on this one? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Every single one of my matches, your parents recorded some of your your dad in the background. That's funny. And it's even funnier, Dad, using your gamer name. The funny thing for me is all of my games, all of my matches, except for one, were on the A stream. So they're gone. My first match was on the B stream. But the first 30 minutes or so of the B stream doesn't have anything because they were having tech difficulties there. So there is no record, no video record of me playing, which no one gets to ever see my epic choke in my 1v1 with Scouter. Yeah, he should be able to pull the CCTV though. That should be pretty easy for him. What would be really, so what we're gonna have, or y'all are gonna have to do next LAN is get, one, record the stream locally so you have a high quality version. and then also have the CCTV footage for like crowd reaction, and edit it into like a recap video kind of thing. That would be so hype. Kirby, what's up? The LAN was good. Virtuo, who's here in the chat, he was second place. He is very good at this game. I think if I math it out, I came in 17th overall, which isn't last. It's not making the brackets, but it was fun. The important thing is that it was a ton of fun. Unfortunately, there was an issue with the Twitch stream, so the VOD was not saved. And I'm just going to tell everybody, I played so good, it's just everyone else was even better. It was just wild. I never crashed once. Lost media sad, right? Exactly. But yeah, no, it was a bunch of fun. And they announced there that there's going to be another one in February, which that's a lot of time to get better at this game. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, because one of the things I wanted to do for like my Monday stream after was kind of do like a React streamer type thing with all of my matches. But next time. How many people? There was 24 entered. There's 24 entered. 2 weren't able to make it in the end. And then there was 2 groups of ostensibly 2 groups of 12, and the top 8 from each group would advance to the bracket stage. So it was a blast. I got recruited to help run the BCam stream for a little bit after I got booted. And by run the BCam stream, I mean click a button and make sure that the car doing something interesting was the one that was on screen. But yeah, like we also had a super awesome facility here that we're really lucky that we get to use. And that's like one of the other things where I'm sad that the VOD is lost, because like I can use that to shill for my hometown a little bit and be like, look at this beautiful facility that we have and these really cool events that we host. Although they do have a weekly Smash Brothers event that's streamed, so you can kind of see some of the event there. But no, how we doing on this? How we doing on this? I'm gonna lose every bit of my positive split when I hit that reactor section right there. It's just... What are you watching? My crash? Yes. It was like there was a collective like, oh no. Although nothing was as funny, and I'm really sad it didn't get saved. Right? Yeah. But the funniest thing, though, that happened that I saw was Alex crashing the fin on Yoshinoyama. Basically the guaranteed you're going to make it into this one, and crashing it. And I was dying laughing. I think that was still in groups though, but but yeah, like there's a whole different vibe to this game when it's in person. Yeah, you must have. It was really subtle, and I only saw it because I was at the B stream computer. And I had just clicked over to him. And then he crashes the fin, and I was just like, oh my God. Wait, no, it was on the B stream. It was on the B stream. So yeah, so it is preserved. Oh, we'll have to find that. We're gonna have to find that. Let's finish this run real quick. I wonder if somebody clipped it, to be fully honest. You don't think it had any clips? Okay. Oh. Where was the... There it is. Because, yeah, the VOD was saved for that one. Okay, not there. So, let's go to... Pull up over here. So, when would it have been? I gotta go here. So, it was group 2. A-Stream had a couple good clips. Yeah. My favorite was, I think it was Scouter and Chloe, and like she crashed in the weirdest, crazy way, just goes flying across the screen. I gotta try to remember which round it was. She fell from above. Oh. Well, I wonder if it was just because she finished, because I think the finish drops you there, right? I don't know. It was just absolutely hysterical, though. Let's see. It would have had to been Yoshinoyama. So it might be that one. Yeah, it was just absolutely hysterical. Where is this? Oop. I really wish the Twitch VOD system was better. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it was... I think it was a one-on-one he was in. Fortunately, there's only so many sections it could be. But it was so funny. Move this over to the other one so I can see other. Oh no, the other matches don't have match data. Fuck. Yeah, if I can't find it in the next, like, little bit, then... Okay, so it can't be this one because he had the lead. I don't know. If I can't find it in the next like minute or so, I'll just do that off stream and I'll clip it and post it in the Discord because it's so funny. So basically, if it's not this one right here. Yeah, okay. I'll find it later off stream. The maps were all done by Latitude. They were all Latitude mapping maps, and they absolutely killed it. As much as I was cursing them the whole time, it wasn't because the maps were bad. It was only because they were very difficult, which is exactly what you want in that kind of situation. So they were all so good. And just the vibe of the maps too was really nice. I'm gonna have to tell Joe next time I see him on stream somewhere how fake mad at him I am about all the reactor sections on the map he did. And actually, on like three of those maps I PB'd on during the LAN, so I was playing at the top of my ability, which is nice. Nice to know. So that kind of makes losing like feel a little better too, to know that I was, for the most part, at my peak. Yeah, Lindsey Vohn's a good one. It's very hard. It's probably the hardest overall map. Pretend and Rogue just absolutely destroyed me because they have ice sections and I'm not good at it. It came down to a 1v1 in groups to determine whether or not I made it to the bracket. And as soon as I saw the map was Pretend, I was like, well, I'll do my best. And I did my best, but it wasn't good enough. But like I said, it was fun. That's the only thing that really matters. Oh, I clipped a little bit with my front wheel, didn't I? Yeah. How am I supposed to handle like that speed right there? I want to go faster. I mean, hitting the wall doesn't help either. Head to bed. Yeah, yeah, have a going, man. I really should go to bed at like a reasonable time, but I don't do that. But yeah, I'll see you around, man. Thanks for popping in. I always appreciate it. That is the Serotonin Midwest second place finalist and probably the best Trackmania player here in Missouri. Watching him and Cackney in the finals was just wild because they make those maps look so easy. Well, I'm sitting there having the hardest time of my life on them. Finish your work on the day so you're on here for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want to go to bed at a reasonable time because that means work happens sooner. Sorry, I had to catch up on texts. Yeah, no competitive maps to grind for at least the next few weeks. Because the org that put on the LAN is doing a online weekly, or I guess kind of like a league, I guess would be the best way to describe it, for people in like the central United States for the most part. That'll be fun. I mean, I'm going to get absolutely just wrecked in that too, but what's the worst thing that happens? I lose. Oh no. Nope. That turn was terrible. I think I've probably hit my peak on this map, but kind of the best I can do by my ability level. Yeah, my day was basically I got off work, I took my nap, and then I was going to stream Cup of the Night, but I got started on dinner later than I wanted to. And, I had to release there. Got started on dinner later than I wanted to, so I just played that offline. My cup goal is pretty much like hard goal, make top 32, and then stretch, make top 16. If I make top 16, I'm happy. And if at any time I get eliminated on a PB run, if I get a PB and I get eliminated, I'm not mad, because that means I just got outplayed, and can't be mad about that. I mean, not that I'd be mad, like actually mad anyway, but you know what I mean. Because like, yeah, like if I get beat, great. If I beat myself, right? If I crash or do something dumb, that's not me getting beat. That's me losing, you know, right? So that's my true goal, is to get knocked out on a good run. As long as my run was good and I get knocked out on that, it's a good cup. But I can almost always make top 32 safing it. And then top 16, I can usually make it, if, you know, a little more aggressive than safe, but what was it? I made 5th the other day. I think that was my highest cup of finish. I mean, it was pretty low division, but you know, where is it? Been outplayed in your opponent's PB and file. Yeah, like, and that's honestly like, that's the way to go, you know, right? Like if you get knocked out and you're doing a PB and it was a clean run, then cool. Let's see. Oh, it was 6 days ago I came in 5th. Huh. Yeah, the last couple days hadn't gone. Was it those 2 days didn't go too great, but let's pull up the reruns too. Okay. Yeah, so this, like in Cup of the Night tonight, was just a choke. I was so upset. It was just pure choke. But it was fun. Yeah, best division rank was 5th. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I mean, I'm happy with my progression in the game. You know, obviously, I always want to be better. Like, I want to be, you know, I want to be good instantly, but there's no way you can just be good. You have to work toward it, and I have been seeing improvements, which has been great, and this game is fun, and I'm going to stay with it for a while. And also just the community around the game is so cool. You played the Desert Car one? Was that was like just a couple days ago, right? Like Saturday, right? You can tell I've improved a lot. Yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, yeah. So I came home. Oh, so I ran Cup of the Day on that one because it was at noon, and then I ran the land maps a couple times, and then went to the land, and I was like, okay, I'm not. That's not one I'm gonna sit there and continue to play. Desert Car is just so. All the alt cars, I'm just not a big fan of them because I'm not good at them, and I'm not good at them because I don't like them. So it's a vicious cycle. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the fun thing about this game is you can just, it's a lot easier to see your improvement. Hatman from my shadow doesn't want me to succeed. If I played the alt cars more, I wouldn't hate them. But since I don't play them, I'm not good at them, and since I'm not good at them, I don't like them. And I think for me also, I'm drawn to the competitive side of this game, and all like the quote unquote real competitions. All the big ones are all stadium car. Like all the ones that get all the pomp and circumstance. And I think that's really like the part of this game that I like. I like competition. It's most intricate, yes. There's so many nuances to it, and just like all these weird mechanics, and like, well, if I have my skid marks kind of just like this, I actually go faster. And I'm just still kind of getting those mechanics down. Why am I doing that now? Because I'm at the last minute of the 30-minute cycle. Yeah, coming up here after the server resets, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break so I can go to the bathroom and get water. So I should probably drink water. Water. All right, 45 seconds. Let's see if we can PB. Full risk. I'm not letting go of the accelerator. If I crash, I crash. There will be no releases on this run. Which is the way you're supposed to drive this track, but hey, we made it. Have fun with the street. Mrs. Cummins gotta be out shortly. It was good to see you, man. Always happy to see you when you pop in. Let's see if we can get a new PB before the end of the night. If I don't, so be it. But thanks for popping in. Like I said, I'm going to be taking a break here anyway, so it's a perfect stopping point. So I'll see you next time, man. And on this side, we'll pull up the BRB. And then I'm going to run 2 minutes of commercials while I'm gone. So that way we don't get auto ads. All right, we're back. We're back. We are back. Let's bring that back up a tiny bit. Switch over to the right scene. Make sure the game's actually in focus so that way we get the sound from it. I forgot to grab my water bottle. I filled it up and set it down and forgot it because I am smart. I am very smart. It's okay. I'll live. What was that? I wanted to restart. There we go. I think we'll do this for another half hour and then we'll see how we're feeling and maybe do a different game mode or something, or I don't know. I'm just enjoying kind of playing this map and chilling, especially when I'm not crashing. Really? Oh, that was not good. Let's just set a time. Let's just set a time. And then we can use that as our benchmark to improve against. Yeah, I hate that transition so much. It sucks. Like all the speed, it's just gone. I haven't even Camp 7 to look and see what that is. Like, I assume it's like penalty grass and snow, it looked like. Where is it? Okay, so here. It's in here. Okay, so it's snow. That's snow, penalty grass. So if you can go like on to here. But yeah, I'm like, I can go like there. Maybe. Maybe. Gotta get my lines to line up for it. And not clip the wall with my back tire. But let's see what I want. I want to aim there. Can I control that? If I go in like that, I really have to stay left, don't I? If I want to have any sort of control. But if we hit there, that's a little bit more, a little less of the penalty, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. That section is just cursed. Gear 5, nice and flowy, and then all of a sudden just boom. snow. That was not a good line. And I missed the line that I wanted on that. That's okay. We keep going. We don't reset everything because we don't want it to be restart simulator. You just got to go all the way through, no matter what. Oh. Stay familiar with the rest of the map. You're only good at the start, and I did not need to release there. I got slid a little too much on the maybe. That's the line I want there. Okay. Oh, wall clipped. All right. I don't think we can avoid wall clip. So we'll just see what could have been. What would we have been at? It would have been a 42.76. Not a PB, but it would have been up there. That's nice. There. It's kind of a weird bounce. We'll roll with it. Roll with it. Trying to oversteer on that. Oh, is that a PB? Oh yeah, PB, let's go. We're not done with PBs yet tonight. Clearly. This one won't be a PB run though, 'cause that start was garbage. But oh, 0.13 PB, not mad about it. The fact we're still getting blue splits. With what was otherwise a pretty shitty start. Oh, we didn't turn in time. We oversteered. And what did it have been? Oh, shit. 0.06. We still got more gains in us. Give us shitty bouncy starts. Oh, not on that one though. Oh, no. Oh, what was that line? Holy shit. Yeah, let's ride this one out. This will be a copium run. Oh. I want a good copium run here. What's that? 0.14. Jesus. Okay. I really need to not lose that gear. Or not lose that gear, but not gear up at that spot. I need to get that gear better. I don't really know how. Oh. Did we gear up? Did we get it? That actually sounded like a decent. The car didn't go like sad sound. I'm focusing so much on that turn that I'm unable to do anything else after it. Yeah. Whatever. Just get third gear. Not crash that. I like those splits. Oh, we were doing good. We fucked it up. We fucked it up so hard. If we wouldn't have screwed up that last, was it metal section or whatever, that would have been a sub 42. That would have got us down into 41. Even faster out of that. Well, maybe it wasn't, but it's still pretty fast out of that section. Okay. Okay. Let's not fuck this section up now. No, I had to release. Why did I have to release? Come on, keep it. Yes! Yes. I'm happy with that. I've now earned my root beer. Like I was saying earlier, I do know author time is possible for me. Like with my skill. Pistacho, what's up, man? I see you've been crushing on this map. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I just got a sub 42, and I'm really happy with that. How you been doing, man? Oh, that's weird. That's a weird line. That's a weird line. That's gonna crash in the wall. I am very happy that this map is nice and chill, because I needed that after this weekend. Recovering from last place. It'll be me next time, don't worry. It'll be me. We were up against some brutal competition. Virtuo was in here earlier today, or earlier during the stream, not earlier today. I've only been live for like a couple hours. He was in a little bit ago and was just like, man, that guy's so good. Why did I release there? I didn't need to release there. I hate this right there. I wasn't far enough to the left. But are you guys gonna try to make, or you and Tarathian gonna try to make it in February? Him and Cacney are both that the final was so hype. Like, it was so exciting. I don't think I've actually been that hype watching a video game that I'm not playing actively. Ever. It was so just exciting watching it. Honduras Sam, we're doing all four. Well, I mean, there's so many really good players there. But yeah, Hondro, Sam. Like, God, it was awesome just getting to play with like that level of players. Because I'm never going to be in the same lobby as, I'm never going to be in the same division them in Copper or anything like that. At least not anytime soon. But getting to be kind of in that same competition, it was cool. And not far enough to the left. Well, we did come in with more speed. Cacney's reverse sweep on Virtual was wild. Yes. Like, I knew the top, like the top of the seating was going to be really good. I didn't know it was going to be as deep as it was. Like, that whole, it was just deep in skill. But yeah, like, it was kind of funny because Scouter had a reverse sweep on me during groups. I had him. It was like the 1v1, and we were on Yoshinoyama, I think it was. And I had him, and then I just choked and fell apart. He reverse swept me. That's better. Not a PB run. We were way too far behind, but good to get everything together on that. Would have been a PB like 2 hours ago. Oh, you saw the post, yeah. Yeah, oh man, it was like, it's a whole different experience playing a LAN. I had always wanted to play just a LAN in any game, and then finally getting to do it was awesome. And then, as long as nothing crazy comes up in between now and February, hit finals to start choking every time. Yep. That's me once I get to the top 16 in like Kappa. If I hit top 16, it's like, it starts getting real sketchy. Ooh. If I wouldn't have had to work today, I'd definitely have author time on this map. But definitely don't have as much time as I'd like to grind it, because this map is 100% within my ability levels with grinding. Do you practice rounds of recovery? Yes. That's like the hardest thing I noticed. Is it's one thing to like set a good time, and it's a whole nother thing to keep doing it. And like, you know, I'm used to the concept from like Kappa and stuff like that. However, there's just that extra level of pressure. You can set good times of time attack, but that's after hundreds. Exactly, yeah. That's me tonight. Like all my times and rounds are way slower because I'm going safe. before I crash. But that's usually not until top 16 when I start crashing on a map like this one, at least. In the in-game chat, the whole map vibes until the reactor. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on. And even like it's not even just the reactor, it's just the transition to the reactor. Full commit and rounds. I try to drive safe. Especially like in Kappa when it's a knockout. I will full safe for at least the first couple of rounds. And then I kind of try to ramp it up. But then sometimes I ramp it too quickly. And then, come on. Crash is always hit. Yeah. Although, I will say, the crash that knocked me out in Cup of the Night tonight was... I mean, we were in the top 16, and in Cup of the Night, you know, it's a lot more compressed skill level. So, I had a relatively minor crash, and that's what did it for me, but... Yeah, usually... when I crash in like rounds, and the one that knocks me out is a place I've never crashed on that map before, and it's like the most spectacular crash you've ever seen. It's like I didn't know anybody could even crash that. There's a nice little both wheel hits. Dumb release. But yeah, it's like I have noticed though my consistency now versus 2 months ago, or I guess 3 months ago. It's been about 3 months since I started playing. Right? I'll have to look and see exactly when I installed the game. My consistency has improved significantly, not to the point where I'd want it to be. Wow, that was so much faster than I expected that to be. But still lots of room to improve on it. But that's the fun part. Like if you just plateau and you hit the skill ceiling, then it's not fun anymore. It's that improvement. And there's a little wall touch there. Yeah, when did I install the game? Dear Steam. Dear Steam. Is there like a when I installed the game kind of thing? Oh, I'm coming up on 300 hours. Because this is the largest skill gap. Yeah. Can I see like my purchase history? Oh, shit. What did I do? No, I don't want that. Go away. Go away, big window. I don't need that. Exit big picture mode. I didn't mean to click that. We've nearly said you're 310. Nice. Man, look how old my Steam account is. My Steam account is older than like half the players at the LAN. That's funny. It doesn't like say when I bought it though. 19 years old. So my Steam account turns 20 in just over a month. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, it was probably my sophomore year of high school, I think, when I got Steam. Oh, here we go. Trackmania. May 15th. So May, June, July. So the 15th of this month will be my 3-month anniversary in the game. 12/2019 is when you got your own PC. Or 2009. Wow, I can't read. You got your own PC. Nice. Yeah, I built my first one. I want to say it was well, actually, it'd be literally right around then. So, what year was it? I already forgot. I already dumped the number. So 2005. Oh, okay, yeah. So 2005. That was the number I was gonna say. Yeah. So I built my first one in 2005, and rolled on that one for a while. Like upgraded it for maybe like 5 or 6 years, and then it got away from PC gaming for a while. And then in 2018, that's when I really got back to it. I was in the army at the time, so I just had a gaming laptop, just because it was a lot easier to deal with at the time. And then when I came back home in 2021, I built this PC that I'm running on now. And I think we're coming up due for a new GPU. Not because I need one, but just because I want one. Because yeah, I remember I bought a copy. It was like the Half-Life Platinum Edition. So it had like individual CD keys for Half-Life, Blue Shift, Opposing Force, a few of them. I can't remember which all the ones it had, but it had 5 CD keys in it. And since Steam was still new at the time, it treated each of those CD keys individually as the entire platinum pack. So I bought it for like $10 like Funko Land, and sold the other 4 CD keys to my friends for $10 each. Yeah, and I like I said, I haven't really been running into issues because I have a 3070 and all that, so I haven't run into any issues. But I just want a new graphics card, just because. But I think I need a new power supply too. At that point, then might as well just buy a new CPU too, and then it turns into I just rebuilt the whole goddamn machine. Because now I'm just now starting to hit where games I can't play at the highest settings. Like Cyberpunk, I started playing that one again recently, and it was like, oh, since the last time I played this, I can't have everything at the max. Wow. Because they've added in some features that just aren't there on the 30 series cards. Oh, damn it. That you were gonna put in. I need to get a new external hard drive because my current external hard drive, I just got in my backup for everything, is it's old. It hasn't had any issues yet, but I don't want to wait until it starts having issues. You decided to put him in a new PC when you build it, yeah. Honestly, next time I build a PC, I'm gonna go to Micro Center. I'm gonna say, here's the list of components. Put it together for me, because I don't want to build one ever again. I am at that point in my life where I make enough money that I can pay the build fee, and they actually do a pretty good job with it. Because I hate cable management, just absolutely hate it, and I don't want to deal with it. Building's the best part. I used to, forever, that's how I was, and now I can't be asked to do it. I liked it a lot more when airflow wasn't as big of a problem, or not a problem, but a thing to deal with. When you could just have wires kind of floating around. Now, if it doesn't look clean and pretty on the inside, then what's the point? It's not a gaming computer if it doesn't look all clean and pretty on the inside. I mean, like, I have no problem taking it apart and rebuilding it once I'm done, though, because that's gonna happen. But that's only if I do like a whole new computer. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. This one's just gonna get incrementally upgraded. Yeah, like for me, it's I start it and I hate it so much, and I can't finish it until it's good, but it's never good enough. So if I have the people at Micro Center do it, then it's fine. I don't see the process. I will say though, they do a really good job there. Like, I have multiple friends who who've had them assemble their computer, and they do a great job. Now it's like $300, I think it is, for their build thing, but they're actually like people who give a shit. You know, it's not like Best Buy or something like that. You feel that? Yeah. What was that? You worked at Best Buy? I would die working at a store like Best Buy. It just... Now, though, like, I could never work at like a Micro Center. I would not have a paycheck. My paycheck would not come home. It would not leave the store. Like, when I go to Micro Center, I have to have a list. Fuck. If I don't have a list, States Surf. Oh yeah, that's fair though. That's a lot more of an interesting side. Yeah, when I go to Micro Center, if I don't have a list, it's a bad time for my wallet. I am very happy when I leave there. My bank account, however, is not. Talk about your cable management in cars. Oh man, that's a thing that's been keeping me from wiring my ham radios in the correct way. So I'm a ham radio operator, and I want to wire my my 2 meter 70 centimeter radio into the car properly, but I don't want to deal with it. So I just run it off the cigarette lighter adapter. It's good enough. Because there isn't. I just like, if I'm opening the hood on a car, it's probably going to end up worse than it was when it started. I'm really good at computer stuff, but if there's a motor involved, it just my brain just like turns to mush instantly. Oh, how was that even halfway okay through that section? It was so sloppy. This won't be a PB run, but like, we still have blue splits. Weird. That was a PB run. How is that a PB run? It was so shitty. That was so sloppy. How was that a PB run? I'm saying like, okay, yeah, no, this isn't a PB run. That's shit. Autotech only handle electronics. Still, the fact that it's a car, it's electronics in a car, I would still somehow make it worse. Like that magnet section, I was all over the place. There's no way that should have been a good run. That's into the wall. I'm going to add a stream marker really fast so we can come back to that because I think that'll be a funny clip. Trust me on one thing, never. Never try to do anything in your car without the proper connect. Yes. See, I stop right before without on that. I had a Honda Rebel for a few years, like years and years ago, and the clutch went out on it, which I mean they're wont to do. The clutch dies eventually. I had the Haynes manual. I had YouTube. I had all the parts and everything. I could not get it to work. I just couldn't get it to work. Sold it to my buddy who's a mechanic, and he had it fixed within like 30 minutes because I needed the money more than I needed the bike at the time. There's a funny picture. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Got cars all the time, so I try to replace the radio by ripping it. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm not a smart man. However, I'm not that dumb. Where is this picture? I thought it's on here somewhere. Maybe it's in here.
How you doing? The first song we always sing is hello, hello.
Never yelled at somebody so much sense.
And together we are Wild Stallions.
Oh man, so this was that's a fun show. I miss this. I miss playing music. So we played a like a Halloween like block party, and we were dressed up, like all the bands were dressed up as like bands from movies and stuff. Oh, here it is. Here's the picture. So they asked me to do something on the Humvee. So, you know, because you didn't even leave enough of the factory harness to solder anything back on. Jesus Christ. That's horrible. But yeah, they asked me to work on, like, we were pulling the tire off to put a different one on because we needed this tire because it was nicer to go on a different truck. And they're like, hey, can you do that? I'm like, it's going to get worse. Like, I'm going to make it worse. I should not be touching tools near a vehicle. Although I did fix an electrical issue on a Humvee, which was uncharacteristic of me. But like, those trucks are like idiot proof. Little specialist skirt. I believe that was so long ago now. That was the second time I joined the Army. I joined the Army twice. I'm not a smart man. I joined the first time in 2009 and did 8 years all reserve component. I got out, and then 2 years later, I joined again. I could do that, but I believe it's our best interest if I don't. Yep. But yeah, twice. So I was all reserve component the first time. So 4 years National Guard, 4 years reserves. And then I got out, and then I was kind of at like a dead end in my life and didn't really know where to go. So I called a recruiter and I'm like, hey man, how do I go back? And I went active duty for 3 years, and yeah. So whenever anybody's like, you know, well, you're pretty smart, right? And I was like, no, I joined twice. Now, granted, I wasn't out long enough where I had to do basic again. If I'd been out for longer than 3, I would have had to redo basic, which it's not like it's that hard. It just really would have been annoying. The fun thing was being an E4. Hit the Windows button. Was being an E4 at 30 and having to live in the barracks. Because all the people you're allowed to hang out with are like 20. So that's really why I got back into gaming. Because all my friends from back home, because like I can't hang out with these people here. You're looking forward to base. I hated and loved it. So my first MOS was infantry. So I went to infantry OSET, Fort Benning, 2009. And it sucked. It was hard, but oh man, it had some really fun moments. But would I redo it? No, absolutely not. Because I'm old now. I don't want to deal with that shit. Could I do it? Yes. Absolutely. Maybe. I don't know if my knee would survive. Hypothetically, I could do it. That was a pretty good run. That last one was a pretty solid run. Just a couple clips. Yeah. Oh. Why am I hitting the Windows button out of nowhere? So if the Marines wanted to heart me over counseling, it's insane. What year did you try to join? Or were you working on joining? Depending on when it was, especially if it was like more recent, and by more recent I mean within the last 10 years, with the MHS Genesis system, like if somebody like 2020, oh yeah, Genesis was already in full swing at that point. So yeah, like if somebody like whispered the word asthma within 5 miles of you as a kid, it would probably show up in Genesis. And you'd have to do all kinds of shit. For me, I did all my initial enlistment stuff in 2008 and went to basic in 2009, but it was kind of like, tell us about your medical history and we might be able to look some stuff up, but probably not. And like on one hand, it's good that they're actually able to see medical history because, like, you know, if I'm lying about having a heart condition, that's bad. On the other hand, there's things that like people always just said that, you know, just never mention, you know, like that they went to counseling when they were like 12, or, you know, they got tested for something and then it's on their chart. And now like so many extra people can't join just because it's like they backed themselves into a corner on it. But I will say, just be happy you didn't go to the Marines. I have to shit on the Marines at all times. It's legally required. As I expect all Marines to shit on the Army. Because it is legally required. That was so bad. COVID happened a couple weeks out from shipping. So I came home. Parasite completely went down. Yeah. So I came, like, we were deployed to Poland. I say quotes because it's like, it is a deployment per the way everything works, but it's not a deployment in the way I consider a deployment. We were deployed to Poland. We come home on leave early 2020, or we come home, I go on leave. Literally 3 days after I get home from leave, that's when everything shut down. I was like, oh my God. It could not have happened at a better time. Deploying to Okinawa. Like, that's the craziest. Like, when it's like deploying to a place where we already just have real bases. Although the Marines are more, they're more textbook in their usage of the word deployment. Because in the Army, it's very, we're cagey around the word. Because, like, literally, anytime your unit is sent somewhere that it's not home, that is a deployment. That is the technical word. But we've added this whole extra like, oh, it's not a real deployment, you know. So it's kind of baked into like everybody's brain. Like, well, we were deployed to Poland, but like we weren't deployed, you know. We all have to have a sense of inadequacy, I guess. But Poland was dope. I 100% want to go back to that. Or go back there. Yeah. Poland, and then spent about a month and a half of that in Germany too. Maybe 2 months. I think it was probably about total 2 months. Go. Should I try to reverse jinx myself and say, oh, there's no way this is a PB run? Okay, never mind. Okay. I hit the wall. There's no way it's a PB run then. I tried to reverse jinx myself, and then I reverse jinxed myself. I guess it only works like when you're not trying to do it. Oh, they're so fast. There was so much speed. I've never crashed into the wall faster. Come on. Oh, no! I hit respawn too late. See how change requirements DQ'd a lot of people. Oh, that sucks ass. Yeah, it's a weird world that part of me misses and the other part just absolutely does not miss. Just how ridiculous the world of the military in general is. Oh, I could have kept going. But I like released with my thumb and realized too late that I didn't hit the wall as bad as I thought I did. That was a recoverable run. That run was recoverable. And that's 100% why I don't have the give up button on my controller. Because that would 100% happen during like rounds. So I have to make at least a conscious effort. What was that? Where's all that speed come from? Why is that so fast? Why was that so fast? That felt way faster. Maybe I'm just crazy. That was slow. Balls. Terrible. See if I can get that again. Weird. Nope. If you bounce off the outside wall at checkpoint 3, you'll get more speed to driving. No. That stinky guy sounds handsome. I bet he'd be more handsome if he was higher up on the record board. Thanks for popping in. How are you feeling tonight, Larger? Super difficult to replicate. Yes. Is that you, Larger 69, or are you the stinky I always see on the leaderboards? Haha, nice. Well, thank you for popping in. I usually don't hang out that high on the leaderboards. One day I will. But I'm 300 hours into the game. Working my way up. Yeah, Dust shows up there like when I logged on, it was Salami. He was hanging out up there, and then I checked again. I also was like, oh, Dust Show just popped up on top. Ah, that was bad. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think this map is fun up until the reactor. The reactor transition sucks ass. It's also fun because I don't fully understand gears, and I get to live in ignorance of the gear fuckery that's going on this map. Earn that placement with blood and tears. Like, I'm not smart enough to understand gears, which is making this map fun for me. Up until the reactor, because it just flows really nice. This map feels really nice, and then you hit that huge slowdown going into the reactor section. It just feels bad. It just doesn't feel good. You have like a nice, good vibe going, and then all of a sudden you're just slow. And it like slows you down so much. Yeah, like it flows good up until the reactor, and then it just the whole vibe is different. It's like I'm going fast, cruising around, and all of a sudden now I'm going very, very, very slow. All that speed that I earned coming out of the reactor feels inconsistent. Yeah, I just don't like reactor grass in general, though. Can't get gear 5 consistently, so you barely get to finish. Fair. Yeah, I need to pay more attention to what gears I'm in. I am starting to like actually learn gears, but I'm finally hitting that point in the game now where it's like I actually have to start learning gears. Yeah, I lost the gear right there. I forgot to air brake. That's fine. Yeah. Feels nice, feels nice, feels nice. All of a sudden just... Although that... I think I hit that one actually pretty decent. I didn't slow down quite as much because I got far enough to the left. Yeah, I definitely have trouble maintaining gear 5. So I want to get it at checkpoint 3 and then just hold it, but I'm just happy I can generally complete the map without releasing. That's my part where I'm happy. Oh, why did I let off the turn? Gear 5's make or break Sum 41. Yes, I can 100% see that. If I had all day to dedicate to this, I could definitely get author time. Unfortunately, I neither have that much time or want to devote that much time. How was the land? It was awesome. It was so fun. You're Southwest Missouri. So I'm not allowed to talk about distance at all because I'm literally 7 minutes away from the land center. It was so cool. Like, I expected it to be fun and everybody to be rad, but blown away. And they announced that there's going to be another iteration of it in February, so. So next one, you should definitely try to make it to. We had a guy from France. No, he's like living in Chicago right now. But there's a guy from France. Oh, that's not good into the reactor. Yeah, he got the Your Did It award. Where is it? Oh, I meant to actually open the image properly. Open image. There we go. Why is it so small? Google, what the hell? Just download. Just trying to download it from Google Photos, I guess. Yeah. So. And then Dummy asked in the Discord if I could make another one for them to have at GDEX. So Virtuo is going to be bringing another one of these to GDEX for the last place one there. The only reason I did not want to earn it is because giving it to myself would be lame. Like, if somebody else made it and I got it, I'd be stoked about it. But since I made it and it was my idea, it would just be unfun, you know, like, just like, oh, cool. Well, this is more of a trophy than first place got. All right, 30 more minutes, then we're done. We're done. We've been streaming for 2 hours, playing for more than that before. $30 more minutes, because I do have to actually pretend to be an adult at some point. Balls. Cope time. Some of those speeds looked good. Feeling kind of good about this run from a Cope timer perspective. Nope. I didn't start turning right in time. Ah, come on. What was that? What was that? 41:37. Oh, that definitely would have been a PB. If you didn't make call, you want to be last. Fair. The fun thing is, though, is all of us can say that we are all top 25 finishers at the Serotonin Midwest LAN. Good. Yep. Now do it for real. Yes. the second biggest Trackmania LAN event in the United States. We were top 25 finishers at. I think I just lost a shit ton of speed right there. Yeah, I definitely did right there. Nick Hagney went, yes. It was a battle though. He had to reverse sweep Virtuo. Virtuo had it, crashed the fin, and then it just kind of snowballed. It was the final everybody expected to have, but it was a battle. It was awesome. It was so good. Unfortunately, the VOD didn't save, so it will live on in Legends only. Well, the venue was saying that they could probably pull CCTV footage of like the reactions to like the win and stuff, so like that'd be kind of dope. At least have that. I slowed down too much, I think. Okay. It's not as big of a PB as I had on the cope, but still. His cackle from the back of the venue was hilarious. Yes. Yeah, like he just goes just flying and then you just hear him. That would be one of the funniest things. That would 100% be a great clip. I wish somebody clipped it. Because there are some of the clips that survived. Because there's one. Where is it? Here. How do I get to the clips? There we go. Okay, good. I have the. Yeah, where like Chloe just comes in like yeeting from God knows where, just like.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Did you see that?
I did.
I think that Virtuo and Salami made a good caster team too. So definitely one of the highlights for the night. Yeah. There's another one that was
Second, ahead of second place, Tim Templar.
He's surely not gonna fail the end, Alex. Surely.
Socks just absolutely cursing out or
Fail the end, Alex.
cursing Alex. Just I'll have to find it though, because it was on the B stream where Alex crashed the fin on Yoshi no Yama. Just somehow just like brain shut off right into the finish. $41.55. Even if that's my last PB for the night, I'm not mad about it. It's only been like the last like really month or less than a month where I'm actually starting to get like consistently gold on Track of the Day. So that means maybe another month or so I'm consistently getting AT. Unless it's one of those impossible ones. Oh, what was that? Yeah. And it was such a dramatic moment. It was like you could just hear the like everybody was just like, you know. Terrible. Yeah, I'm excited for the next one. And it's good too, because like they got to see kind of what worked and what didn't work when it comes to timing and like scheduling stuff. So like the next one won't run until like 11 o'clock at night, which I'm not complaining about that. It's just, you know, when it's your first go at an event, like it's kind of your beta test. You're not great with the names. I'm lucky to remember my own name most days, not gonna lie. Human names, map names. I know my cat's name, and that's all that matters. The first 2 rounds of Group 1 take almost... Yeah, exactly. And so, like, the switch on the fly to the 20 points, like, definitely helped. And like, it's a lessons learned for next time. And, you know, like, when it's your... Like I said, it's your first go at an event, like, you're kind of learning on the fly a little bit. So the next one will just go even more smooth because, like, you've kind of, now that you've seen what can go wrong, you can hedge those off, and then you can have new things go wrong. What was that line? That was way too inside. But yeah, so like the next one will be even better, and the next one after that even better. Yeah, now to be fair, they have been doing esports events since they opened a couple of years ago. As soon as Fusion opened, let's see, I know Lindenwood and SIUE, I think, both practice there, or at least hold events there. Multiple college and high school teams use it. They have weekly like Smash tournaments that go pretty late sometimes. Like, they have that on lock. I'm like, the only thing I don't like about Fusion is that it didn't exist when I was younger. A bunch of deodorant using respectful taps. Exactly, yeah. Not a bunch of Smash players. I did laugh when I saw that that was like really like bolded on the day before what to bring note. And I'm like, all right, yeah, gamers, I forgot. But we're different. We're Trackmania players. We're classy. I'd been wanting to play there. So, like, I'm in that building all the time. Whether, like, it's like a Parks and Rec board meeting or I'm there playing volleyball or whatever. So ever since it opened, I've been wanting to play there, but I'm 36. I can't really just go up there on my own and just play. That's kind of weird. I would feel weird. I don't think anybody at the facility would think anything of it, but I would feel weird. And when I saw the LAN announcement, that like part of it was just like just an excuse just to actually get a chance to play there. At 41,796. I'm pretty consistent on sub 42s now. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could. Okay, that was bad. If I wanted to, I could keep going. I would need more caffeine. It was a really nice place. Yeah. Well, so I've said this a million times, but like when they told us, because I was on the parks board when they started the project for it. That was a ton of speed out of nowhere. And they told us about it, and I was real worried because I've seen municipal esports centers. I've seen them before, and it is always just like shitty. It's like a couple computers up against like a cinder block wall, and they're like, we put some video games on it. It's like not run or like designed or anything by gamers. So I was real worried about it at first. And then we got the tour when they had it all set up or almost done setting up, but like they're doing some like test runs and stuff. We had our board meeting, and they're like, hey, you guys want to see the esports center? I was like, yes. And they run us through, and I'm looking at the computers. I'm like, these aren't just off the shelf. These aren't pre-builts. Like, right? And they're like, no, we built all these computers ourselves. We designed the specs. Like, the people who run it are gamers. Yeah, more or less what you're expecting. Yeah. Yeah, because like nobody's done a municipal center like that. Like the only other times I've seen esports centers like that, they're all, you know, it's like a company or whatever that did it. But yeah, like they basically like got with people in the city IT department and be like, you guys are nerd gamers, right? And they're like, yeah. Like, what computer do you want? Okay, cool, build it. And they got the vibe down, like everything from like the extra mile to get like secret lab chairs, which like in all reality, I don't think that they're that special of a chair. Secret Lab sponsor me though. But like it's they're fine as chairs, but it is definitely a signal that like, hey, we're for real. Like what if a facility has like stuff like that? The lighting, the whole mood of the center. This one, I know I'm not going to PB, but this feels like a good run. It feels like a good run, Crash. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do a shot of your private and expensive. Yeah. Well, and like just like the public prices and stuff for like during public time and all that. Where is it? Like, so just during any time when it's not like rented out like that. Like if you're non-resident, it's $5 for an hour, right? $3.50 for an hour. That's entirely reasonable. And then for like parties, like if you want to rent it for like a birthday party or whatever, like 2.5 hours, it's $300. And like $300 isn't nothing, right? Like that's not nothing. But that's not unreasonable. You know, if you want to have a 5-hour birthday party, you know, 60 guests, just under $500. Like, my birthday party was so cool when I was a kid. I think I've decided what I'm going to do for my 40th. That's a few years away, but less than 4 years away. Yeah. And now, to be fair, the city did get grants and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't just like the city entirely paying out of pocket for it. Like, a lot of the money comes from grants and stuff like that. But the fact that the city of Florissant invested that much just time and effort in creating that, you know, facility, getting the staff, the correct staff for a facility like that, and then letting people who know gaming and who know gamers kind of run the show on how the facility is going to be set up and run. And it shows versus like, you know, the Parks and Rec superintendent being like, oh, well, kids like this, right? I went too far to the right. Just lost every ounce of speed. Yeah, if Secret Labs sponsored me and gave me a chair, I would 100% have one. However, I'm just gonna rock my IKEA chair. You know, just nothing special IKEA chair. It just works. Oh, what were those lines? Everything in between planning and production. Yes. And the cool thing about a facility like that is it just has to make enough money to keep itself open. It doesn't have to make a profit. Like, if it does make a profit, awesome. But as long as it's making enough money to keep it open, the city's happy. Because it's not a business. It's the same thing as like your municipal swimming pool. Really, when it comes down to it, it's the ice rink or the swimming pool or, you know, stuff like that. Whoever's managed the project to 100%, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, like I think the majority of the money did come from grants, but I know the city did. Like when you get grants like that, you know, you still have to put in a certain amount of money on your side. Because I wasn't there during the initial grant requests, so I wasn't as privy to that. I came onto the board after they basically started the project, but been kind of involved with some of the discussions for like grants for other stuff, and it's like, you know, the city had to still put in a pretty decent amount of money, and like I don't think of Florissant as a, like, I love Florissant, don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest Florissant chill. I don't think of it as the kind of city that has cool stuff like that, right? You know, it's kind of not the vibe of Florissant normally. And the fact that we have that is so fucking cool. I'm jealous of the kids these days because they have a facility like that. I'd be so good at video games. I wouldn't have made that crash if I grew up with a facility like that. Do you have the bonk plugin? Yes. Yes. Where is it? Yeah, you can change the sound. There's like a folder where you can put a different one, but it has to just be the bonk sound. It makes crashing less frustrating. I was watching some random streamer and they crashed and there's a bonk and I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked it up. I was like, oh, there's a bonk plugin. Like by default, it like flashes the screen red and stuff like that. It's really annoying. So I just have it the sound. Yeah. And then you can even change it to like how sensitive the crash has to be. Or even like the probability of it happening. Maybe it was a different. Oh yeah, the visual effect. If you do get it, turn that off. It's really annoying. Like flashes the whole screen. But where is it? Yeah, it's this one right here. By Misfit Made. Can you like copy a link to it? I don't know, but this one is real simple. It works. It's just funny. It makes crashes a little less frustrating because it's silly. Oh, too wide. Had to release. God, this map just feels so good. It feels great. I love how this map feels. I hate it. Installing it next time you boot up. Yes. It was weird though, I will say, at the LAN, because the dashboard plugin wasn't on the authorized plugins list, which I don't think it ever is on like any like main big tournaments and stuff like that. So having the speedometer again, because I haven't rocked the speedometer plugin since I kind of got my dashboard set up the way I like it, because, you know, I've got my inputs there for people to see, and also for me to make sure my my sensitivity set correctly on my controller, because sometimes if it's not set correctly, I won't get all the way to 100%. And then gears, because I'm learning them, wheel conditions, because why not? And I keep my speed here because it's a lot easier for me to stay focused on the road and see what my speed is than having to like look over here or look down to the bottom of the car. So I don't have to take my eyes off it nearly as much. So it was weird not having that, but I mean, it didn't really affect me too much because on those maps especially, there wasn't really many like speed check things that I wasn't worried about, you know, was worried about. Like the closest thing to a speed check was the Risky on Cahokia, but that one was like, as long as you're going like 100 and you hit that corner right, you're gonna at least bounce into the area. And I just like having lots of stuff on my screen. I don't understand people who play with no interface. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the speedometer one is just it's over here. And I don't want to pull much attention away from here. Because I have old man reflexes now. Because I'm trying to look at the next thing. So like if that turns is coming up, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm looking at the turn. So that way I'm like prepped for the turn, because like at that point I should just be able to do the thing because I'm already have that action loaded. And if I have to look away, then it fucks me up. This map hasn't been particularly like bonky though, so I haven't got to use the one sound effect that I've been really excited to use that I put on my dashboard or on my soundboard. So I'm just gonna like do this, like, yeah, like a 360 right there. Gotta have the Tony Hawk sound when you like have a funny crash where they do a barrel roll or a flip or something like that. That's not automatic though. That's just on the soundboard. Like I thought of that earlier, and I was just like, yeah, we're adding that because that's funny. Yeah, I think I've hit my PB threshold. I don't think we're going to get a PB in the next 3 minutes, but if we do, hell yeah. But I won't be crushed if I don't. I mean, it's certainly possible. It would not be the first time that like I'm on my last run. I'm like, okay, this is my last run, then I don't care. I'm going to bed after this run. And then boom, PP. It's not this one, though. We're down by 0.8. I can't gain 0.8 with this. With this bullshittery. I'm not trying. Always trying for a PB. Oh. I died. So much speed gone right there. I didn't even clip. I just had like a weird wiggle that slid me out weird. I could definitely feel the tired happening though too. So the fact that I'm doing this well at all is kind of incredible. Because the sleepy has started hitting. Try taking the first section as straight as possible and slightly shifting in that first turn. Yeah, like I know I need to do this. Yeah, because that gear, it's so. Yeah, like getting that gear, and then I'm just not confident yet in like that kind of like speed slide kind of thing to get the gear there. All right, looks like this is our last run. Let's try. I didn't hear the sad gear sound. Oh no, crash. I don't care if I PB or not. I just don't want to crash. I want a clean run, so there will be releases. It's not clean anymore. I bumped the wall. However, we keep going forward. Unclean. Yes. Unclean. Unclean. All right. Are there any Trackmania streamers on right now? I need my buddies. No. I don't know any of these other people. I need at some point start watching these people. Oh, we got somebody doing Maji's multi, so let's go over there. All right. So, I'm gonna send you guys over to Respawn TV. Once I remember how to Twitch. That's right. Yep. Head to bed. Sleepy time. That's fair. That's fair. So. But you have a nice night too. All right. Let's do the raid. Good night, everybody. You all have a great one. I'll see you next time.